And right now it is coming up on 8:15, and we're about to meet someone new, not really new in our community, but new to a job, and that is Heather White. Good morning, Heather.
Good morning. How are you?
Hi, I'm great and have looked forward to having you come in. You are with Hopkins County Community Chest,
That is correct.
and as of just last month, you became the new director.
Yes, I'm so excited. I really look forward to this.
So you kind of trained under previous director Judy Moore.
Correct. I was with her for about a year and a half, first as a volunteer and then as an employee in the front office.
Okay. So we were chatting just before we started here on the air, and you, over as an adult, well, you come from our county. Tell us about that.
So I'm born and raised in South Tello, been there my whole life. I went to school down in Como-Picton, graduated from there back in '02, and now I'm back in the community, raising my children and having fun and enjoying life here.
And you experienced a career change
Correct.
along in there.
I had to change careers when my youngest child came along. We reset everything and started volunteering at the food bank and kind of fell in love with the organization.
It is a wonderful thing. The Hopkins County Community Chest and all the services they offer to people who need help, whether it be food, utilities, support.
Correct. We have a lot of things we offer right now. For anyone from age groups, we offer food, including extra food for seniors. We also offer bill pay assistance. We help with electricity, water, gas, or rent. And we also have programs to help you get to doctor's visits and things like that, and help with prescriptions and stuff like that.
Okay. So it is on Linda Drive.
Correct.
You may have seen in driving past there, it was all out on the parking lot for the last few months.
Yes, but we are so excited now that the COVID restrictions have lifted. We're going back to our grocery store format.
Okay.
Now families can come in and actually select the groceries that suit their particular family's needs instead of going with the prepackaged food that we were receiving before.
Okay. Well, so if someone in the community thinks they might want to apply to receive these benefits, how do they go about it?
So right now we are still taking applications over the phone.
Okay.
You'll call in at 903-885-3452. We're open on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. You'll be able to call in. You'll need to give your information over the phone. We'll get you signed up, and if you call in early enough, we can get you food as soon as that day.
And is there like an income restriction or other age restrictions or something?
We look for families to be over the age of 18. If you have special requirements, if there's anyone under the age that is in need, please don't hesitate to call. We'll see what we can work out.
Okay.
But we do look for families to be within 130% of the poverty level.
Okay. And so that is determined through their application process. And
Correct.
let's
Based
say,
off the quantity of the family or how many people in the family and how much income they make.
Okay. And so then if approved, let's say for food through the foods that you get from your various sources, let's say once a month they are given a date they can come in to shop for food.
Actually, I'm proud to announce we're back to the bi-weekly program. We're now having families come in once every 2 weeks.
Okay.
So now every other week families can come in and receive food. We were on the monthly program when we were a drive-up facility.
Okay.
But with the opening of our grocery store, we're able to give more food out to the community.
I have to really compliment because that went so smoothly. I could tell from folks who told me about it. The drive up and everything was like placed outside, and they could just get it themselves or get help to get that into their vehicle.
Yes, we were very excited to find a way to adapt to COVID restrictions. We managed to actually keep the food bank open the entirety of the COVID restrictions in the state of Texas, and we are super excited to go back to our grocery store format also.
Okay. There's lots of reasons we're happy to go back to what we call
Yes.
normal. But during that COVID time, I do remember seeing National Guards men and women there.
Yes, for a time we had volunteers there helping us load clients and such. It was a wonderful, we've seen volunteers from across the community, and we're always looking for more volunteers. If you're interested in volunteering or have a community group, even if it's a youth group with a chaperone, we're always looking for volunteers.
Okay, that is good to know. So we've a little bit covered, not all that there is to cover, of course, about the food option that there is if you're a client of Hopkins County Community Chest, but we've talked about help with utilities.
Correct.
And you also don't just wait for people to come to your office on Linda Drive.
Correct. Right now, we're helping with utilities and such over the phone. We are hoping to get back to our pre-COVID process where you come into our office here in the next month, hopefully by the end of May. But right now, we're still accepting applications and help for utilities over the phone. And shortly, we'll have a notary and everything back in the office.
Okay. And what about is it outreach or reach out program?
So we have a program where we actually go out to the outlying areas of our community. For a lot of our clients, it's a really hard decision on whether to drive 20 miles to come into Sulphur Springs to get food or to choose to stay home because they can't afford the gas or their vehicle or transportation won't allow them to. So we're actually looking for host sites right now, local community organizations or churches that'd be willing to let us come out one day a month, set up with our mobile truck, and allow folks from that local area to pick up their food there, as opposed to having to come all the way into Linda Drive.
That is really great. I know that there was one at Sulphur Bluff.
Correct.
And I'm not sure all the communities.
Previously, we were closer to Yanis and Sulphur Bluff, and then we also had one in Como for a time.
Okay.
But we are looking to expand around the entire area, so if anyone is interested, please call in during the same hours, the Tuesday through Thursday, the 8 to 11 and 1 to 3, at the 903-885-3452. Let us know of your interest. We'll send you out a packet, let you know what we're going to do, what day we'll be out, and get you all signed up for the clients in the area.
What about someone who experiences some sort of disaster, a house fire, other types of things that affect a family?
So we have lots of emergency resources, even if you don't meet the income requirements. All you have to do is give us a call, and we can make emergency arrangements to help out with the food especially. We also have hotel stays for one-night vouchers if you need something just until, I know other organizations come in and often give hotel stays or insurance companies, but we can have that first night and help out.
It sounds very, very encouraging, what's going on now at Hopkins County Community Chest. And I don't know how many years that Judy Moore was there, but she brought excellent organizational skills to the site. And I did say when you first came in, you'll have some big shoes to fill. But you know what? I've enjoyed very much hearing, the plans in place for Community Chest now, as Heather is just 1 month in to take it over. But you're not new to the organization.
No, I worked with Miss Judy for a little over a year and a half. She had 8 years with us.
Okay.
And I hope I can live up to her legacy.
Well, I think you'll probably have some great ideas of your own as well. Community Chest really covers a big need in Hopkins County. It may not be a constant need by the same people, but occasionally within a lifetime there's special needs.
Correct. We have lots of families that COVID was a big factor. They've worked their whole life. Everyone in the house had income, had jobs, but with the service economy more or less being shut down during the COVID pandemic, a lot of them had to find for the first time, reach out and have help. And we are more than welcome to help anyone. Most of our employees, you will find, are very familiar with the program. At some point, they may have been on the program themselves, and they're able to understand exactly where everyone's coming from.
Okay. Well, it's a friendly and welcoming place there.
Yes.
The address is?
We're at 217 Linda Drive. We are right across from Suddenlink.
Okay. And maybe you know someone or someone in your neighborhood or through your church or something that might need some help. Maybe they don't say so or let you know, but you may suspect that they need help with something or other. And maybe you could recommend, maybe listeners could recommend them to Community Chest.
That would absolutely be fantastic. We're always looking for folks. We also have programs set up for proxies.
Okay.
Say a group of elderly or people who don't drive or have transportation, you can actually, they have to sign up themselves. But once they sign up, they can actually assign someone to pick food up for them and bring it to them.
Okay.
And that's actually really helpful for them if they have a family member, if they say they can't come up, but they have a family member that can come up for them.
Okay. That sounds great. Maybe there's someone listening who might become a proxy for someone that they know to help them out, and they just didn't know about the program. Well, tell us things maybe that we don't know about Community Chest that the public needs to know?
So we're completely funded by local community donations. We receive donations from a lot of our local businesses and organizations. We receive food and monetary help from places like Grocery Supply and Saputo and stuff like that. But we are always looking for donations of food. Like we talked about earlier, volunteers are always in short supply, and we can always use more volunteers, particularly on the days of Tuesday and Thursday. And on Fridays, when we receive our truck, we'd be looking for volunteers as well, also with stocking shelves and unloading also.
Okay. I've noticed some times of the month or week, there'll be more fresh produce during season.
Correct. So part of our program, we're partnered with NTFB. It's the Northeast Texas Food Bank. We actually receive a truck for them every single Friday,
Okay.
and they bring us produce and various foods and such. We also have a lot of local farmers that get excess. We have one gentleman who brings us excess eggs from his chicken farm and such. If we have any local farmers in the area, we do accept donations of local produce and such if you turn out to have an excess for whatever reason.
That is wonderful to know. And I want to welcome you once again to KSST and to our family of listeners and the community, which is your home community anyway, Heather White. And will you come back again when you have things that change or new programs to offer, and let us share that with the public?
I would absolutely adore that. That would be fantastic.
Well, we will be seeing you then down on Linda Drive at Hopkins County Community Chest.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too, Heather.